checking out this Baum Guitars Vega Series Carve model. We're going to play some clean tones, some dirty tones, and then at the end we're also going to stack a load of different types of pedals on, some fuzz pedals, some reverb pedals, and see how crazy we can get with this guitar. But first, a little bit about Baum Guitars. Baum Guitars is from Denmark, and their focus when it comes to guitar building is combining playability, comfort, familiarity as well with great modern guitar design. In fact, maybe modern isn't quite the right word. These guitars have neither a modern nor a vintage vibe about them. But the overarching theme is that they are striking and unique and very cool to look at, but feature some really interesting lines and design choices that make them really, really comfortable to play. I have a snoring dog down here, so hopefully the mic isn't picking that up, but apologies if it is. Now, Baum started out as a Danish custom shop, I believe, and then as they kind of increased in popularity a little bit, they started making guitars out of the Far East. Similar designs, similar sort of flamboyant finishes and specs, and that was called the original series. And then recently they launched the Vega series, the most accessible range of guitars from Baum. These are made in Indonesia. They are the most stripped back Baum guitars you can get. Simple bodies, simple kind of hardware configurations and pickup and electronics and wiring, but not compromising on comfort, playability and tone. Before we get into the specs of this Vega Carve, let's hear some clean tones with it. The Vega series features this Carve model, which is sort of skewed SG sort of thing with some more interesting lines going on, and also their sort of flagship wingman shape. Both feature a 25.5-inch scale length, so kind of you get that Fender-y snap to the playability and tone, and also some gold sound P90s. Now, one thing I noticed across the range with Baum guitars that they are very proud of their pickups. I can see why. They don't sound like budget pickups at all. They sound really good. Super fat, round, juicy neck P90 here, whereas the bridge pickup is bright, it's punchy, it's middly, or everything you want from a rocking P90 bridge pickup. Now, the bodywood is something I've not heard of. In fact, I'm going to just have a look at my notes. It's called Bayer. I think that's, I don't know how to pronounce that. Very similar to mahogany, but more locally sourced, I guess, in Indonesia. That bodywood combined with a maple neck with a Pal Ferro fretboard make this a very bouncy feeling guitar. It's super snappy to play. I guess that's also slightly down to the 25.5-inch scale length, but the responsiveness of this guitar is really, really impressive. It's also really lightweight. That is also down to the thinness of the body, but I'm sure it's a very nice piece of Bayeux as well. Let's go into some more dirty tones now with the Analog Man King of Tone, and then also a bit of Klon stacked into that as well. As I said at the top of this video, these are the most accessible Baum guitars that you can get. They retail for €899. For me, that maybe makes them the coolest, most unique guitars you can get for under £1,000. Now, I'm going to comment a little bit on the kind of fit and finish and the build quality. Don't take my word as gospel though, because I know that this guitar in particular was actually in the Baum showroom for I don't know how long, but it came straight from the Baum showroom. May have been on the shelf for a while, but I did notice a few scratches around the tone knob, and also the volume knob has a tiny little crack in it. Other than that though, the finish of the paint is absolutely gorgeous. This is a really beautiful colour. I think it's called Glacier Blue. Has a really fine fleck sparkle in it that when it picks up the light is just gorgeous. The neck has sort of a satin smooth finish, but the fretwork is super smooth, really nicely rolled edges, and it stays in tune really well as well. One thing I should mention about all the Baums, no matter what kind of series you buy from, is that they all end up going through the Baum headquarters for a setup, and I have to say when this arrived it was set up and played really nicely straight out the box. Really enjoyed getting to know it. Hopefully it won't be the last Baum guitar you see on the channel. Hopefully we can carry on that relationship and I can continue working with them and showing you these really cool guitars, because I love the combination of Great guitar, great tone, great feel, with really interesting, unique Danish design. Let's have some more fun with some tones, see how these P90s sound with some fuzz, some reverb, and some more interesting effects. Let's get into it. If you want to hear this guitar a bit more in some other videos, then I played it in my 3 most recent uploads. I can recommend my most recent Circuit Sessions video where we took 3 great sounding pedals and played them all with this guitar. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one.